enjoy the power and beauty of your youth. Oh, never mind. You will not understand the power and beauty of your youth until they've faded. But trust me, in 20 years, you'll look back at photos of yourself and recall in a way you can't grasp now how much possibility lay before you and how fabulous you really looked. You are not as fat as you imagine. Don't worry about the future, or worry.
Okay, we finished putting the fiberglass mat. We ground it, we put the fiberglass mat, we use the fiberglass jelly to fill any voids, and now you look at it and you say, Heather, you said you weren't going to put any Bondo on this boat. My friends, this is not Bondo. This is the dirty little secret that no one tells you about. This is what's called glazing putty. It is a polyester-based putty, but it's a very, very thin layer. This is what gives you the picture-perfect, beautiful, mirror-reflective, smooth finishes over various different chemicals, Bondos, fillers, fiberglass, whatever. You want to use a hand sanding block and wet sand this off, and this is what gives you all the beautiful feathering and the nice clean edges, so everything looks shiny. So that's what that is. Let me step up here and I'll show you. Okay, we're up here a little closer now. See, I put the blue tape down because the strings of it get everywhere. But what we'll do is you can actually look down it and see a bit of reflection in it. It fills in pinholes, and it tries to level itself to a degree. And you just come back and you take a wet sanding block and you wet sand all this down, and she'll blend right in. So anyway, we will get to that in a moment after it dries. You can hear my parrot, my blue and gold macaw, in the background screaming. Don't worry, I'm not beating any of my kids. Anyway, back in a moment. Now, if we were going to do this boat in gel coat, we would not even bother with this step because the gel coat would fill in all those little pinholes. Gel coat's pretty thick, you know. But we're not going to, if you remember from segment 1 and 2, we're not going to paint that area along that line where the, along that body line where the windows is. We're going to actually paint that, which I think I confused. I said we weren't going to, but we're going to actually paint that. So we've got to use the glazing putty on this. It's really fine, delicate sanding that goes into this. You don't want to machine sand this because you'll rip it away very easily. Now you see some spots like this one here that are unfaired and cleaned up. I've applied these, going over my work, and so there's a few spots left. But you can tell where the donor board, the color, that maroon, you remember our donor board was maroon, has come through. You can tell how thin this is. So anyway, once this is all cleaned up, faired up, we're pretty much ready to put our windows in, make our cuts for our portholes. I spoke to the glass company today, and they're looking at about $25 to $35 a window with gaskets. So we will be cutting those out when you join us again. But other than that, that's about all there is to it. We're all taken care of. Actually, no, we won't be cutting them out. Probably next what you're going to see is you'll probably see it painted. But anyway, I've lost a little bit of track. But that's it. And if you get from this angle, you can actually see how nice and smooth this all has blended in. I can step back without being too shaky on the camera. Beautiful, seamless. We already wet it down and looked at it. I mean, she's straight. The little areas there you see where the unfinished work is, that's, that was after wetting it down and looking at it saying, well, there's a spot, and there's a spot. Cool stuff, huh? We love it.